Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a brand new day wherein I have a little Gojira inside of my pocket. Yay, hamsters! So let's pick up this silly little goose and get her onto my arm and hand so you can see her better. Now that she's just going, help! But she is a cutie. She was been running around in her cage and doing things, and so I decided to pick her up and put her on my arm and in my shirt. She is a sweetheart. She wants to go back to bed. So I'm going to put her back in her cage so she can go back to bed. Here we go. Here we go. There, thank you very much. I don't have enough stuff in her cage that she can climb up and get out, which I'm always watching because hamsters, I've mentioned before, they are escape artists. So you have to always be careful, but I don't have a lid on her bin. And that's why I just reached down and set her right down inside of there. There's no lid on it, and even though the window's open and Amelia comes in and out, another update on her soon, and even though she goes in and out, she doesn't hurt hamsters, so no lid open, plenty of stuff in there for her to wander around and do things with, so it's a good thing. Thumbs up on that. Excuse me. I ate some yogurt and then washed that down with some carbonated beverage, and now my back is killing me. Oh my gosh. So I'm flipping my back pillow over. Sometimes that helps. Oh, that left sacral joint where your sacrum attaches to your pelvis on both sides. It's just murder right now, and I don't know what I did. It's gone back to hurting so bad it's down to my toes. My toes on my left foot hurt because it affects everything. So, joy. I mean, everything hurts, not just my toes. It's from that joint all the way down my leg. So thumbs up. Hopefully it's going to heal up. I don't know. Amelia comes in just long enough to eat and then vanishes, and I don't know where she goes. I have no idea where she is going. I came into the room this morning and she wasn't here. Bumbled around for a few minutes. Up she showed up. Fed her. She ate. She's gone. So I don't know where she's going. I don't know what she's doing. It makes me very sad. I only hope she still loves me. I hope. And it's gotten mighty cold. Not just here. I was briefly going through Facebook, and one of my subscribers and such, Michael Sorenko, had some pictures of snow where he lives. So, definitely colder there. But the past couple nights, normally on my bed, I just have one sheet and then one blanket, and it's a fleecy blanket because I have a foam mattress, a 6-inch foam mattress, and then a 2-inch thick foam topper and a 4-inch thick foam topper. Or was it another? Well, it's a foot thick of foam, and foam reflects heat. So if you're sleeping on foam, you gotta work to not get too hot. So normally I just have the sheet and then the fleecy blanket. It's been getting cold. So last night the night before, I put on an extra quilt. Just a thin little quilt that's, like 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. And I put that on. It was cold again last night. So I put a bath towel over the top of that. About 2 hours after I went to bed, woke up sweating because, hey, the bath towel was too much. So I took the bath towel off. An hour later, I was freezing. And I got out of bed at 6:30 this morning. Well, yeah, approximately 6:30, 6:45, I can't remember exactly. This morning, freezing, just absolutely freezing. It was just too cold. So, joy. I mean, it was too warm to put on a bath towel. Just a bath towel. This, as wide as a bath towel is. And, they're like 4 feet, 1.5 meters. And so that was too hot, but without it, it was too cold. So, joy. Yeah, it's been unseasonably cool here and in a couple other places with people I've talked to, but there are still others that it's like 80 and 90 degrees where they are in the U.S., so thumbs up for that. Gotta love the weather. I mean, you have to love the weather. I mean, you don't have to physically love the weather. I don't like the way my shirt, two shirts are not hanging symmetrically. If I get the inner shirt to hang symmetrically, then my outer shirt is not hanging symmetrically because it's not perfectly marked hanging. And so, well, thank you very much. It is a late day for me today, again, because I got out of bed so late. Normally, I wake up around 5 o'clock. 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then by the time it gets 5:30, 5:45, I'm like, I'm just getting out of bed. I'm hurting. I'm wide awake. I'm bored. But it was, almost 6:45-ish when I got out of bed today. So yeah, I'm a little later, but that's okay. And thank you, each and every one of you, for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. Now, I did go walkies last night. At first, I wasn't sure if I was going to do the full walkies. I mean, I'm feeling... I'm coughing more because, yeah, I'm much more nasally, and my throat's getting a little bit roughy? It's getting a little sore, a little scruffier sounding, so, yay. I'm coughing a little bit more, but I'm staying largely clear. So that's good. But I went walkies, and that was a good walk. Very, very nice. I reach a point with my walking speed and my heart. I really, really need to get like a stress test where you walk on a treadmill while they have the EKGs on to see what your heart is doing. Because quite frequently, when I am powering up hills, doesn't matter how well I'm breathing, that is when my heart starts really misfiring. And it's not you've got your two atria and then you've got your two ventricles. The ventricles beat fine. They do just great. Periodically, of course, like everybody, they'll change rhythm, and so they'll go like beat, 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 beat. And that's always like, oh. But then once it's done, it's done. Now my atria, the things that is, by the time your blood gets through your circulatory system and back to your heart, there's not a whole lot of pressure behind it. It is largely gravity fed. You've got everything pushing back behind you, but it's not, the huge big pump like when the blood leaves your heart to go into your lungs. Or your blood leaves your heart to get pumped up to your head and down to the rest of your body. It's not that. It's just a little bit of, it's run all the way through your body. And now it's almost all the way back. Not a lot of pressure. So that's why you've got your atria to give that just a little bit of extra push to get it down. Now it's my atria that have issues. I'll go walking up the hills, and normally, your atria they go lub, dub, lub, dub, lub, dub. Of your, atria, ventricle. But my atria will go lub, bub, 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 bub. And it's like, oh, not a good feeling. Slow down my speed, and then it comes back to good. Now, some of that isn't actually my heart. Because, and I've mentioned this before, your relationship with your stomach and your heart and all that is such that even famed cardiologists who know their business will die of heart attacks because they mistook it for indigestion. And they know better. Well, they did until they died. So there are times when it's like my whole chest just feels bad, like I'm going to have a heart attack and I am going to die. My chest just feels terrible. And then I'll go, oh, burp. And within 30 seconds, that sensation is completely gone and I'm fine. So, could be indigestion. But I have had issues with my atria my whole life, so probably best to get it checked out. On the other hand, it hasn't killed me yet. yet, so might not kill me at all. Could be just one of those things that they say, yeah, you've got a thing. Not much we can do about it, but you have confirmed you have a thing. So that's okay, it's good. Definitely a thumbs up. And then looping back to hamsters. This morning I came in, little Figma was down there between his, well, he wasn't between anything. He's in his cage. I see him by looking between the two cages I have on top of his. Excuse me. Oh, and then my eyebrow itches. But I came in and I was looking down between the two cages because the bottoms are slightly smaller than the tops. And so you see between the base when you look down. That gives him air and sunlight and all sorts of good things. But I was looking down there and he was looking up at me. And so that's when I reached in and I picked him up and he was sitting in my hand. And that, of course, is when Amelia jumped in the window. So I had to put him back down immediately. But it's good. He's a happy, friendly guy now. He's still a little nervous. Just a little. But that's okay. I mean, he's just a hamster. They live less than 2 years on the whole. Anywhere between 1.5 and 2 years, though most of my hamsters have barely managed to go like 1.3 years. Is about as long as they usually last. So I know none of my little fellers and fellowettes are young in the tooth anymore. They're not just totally young. I've had them for a time, so they're all middle-aged. And it's gonna hurt when they go. It's gonna hurt when Amelia goes, especially since the way she's acting. It could be kitty dementia. I hope not. But my wife's cat, eventually, he had to be put down because even though I gave it a silly name, Kittyheimers, he had dementia. And he eventually reached the point where he didn't really recognize even Jennifer anymore. So he had to be put down, and it was very, very sad. So it is possible. Now, while there is a huge risk of dementia, and it's like the rate of Alzheimer's in people over 85 years old is just absolutely incredible. It's huge. So the older you get, the greater your chances of becoming demented. But under normal circumstances, it's only about 5 to 10% of the population becomes demented as you get older, which is still a scary amount. But there's no guarantees that you're going to be demented or senile when you get older, because senility is just dementia. So, but it happens to some. We wouldn't have nursing homes. We wouldn't have home health care workers otherwise. But even though there is a chance of you becoming demented and losing your mind as your brain melts in your skull, it's only about 10% maximum of the population of the world that does become demented as you get older. Even though the odds get higher as you get older and older. So, yeah, I feel pretty safe and confident right now. Because next month I turn 57 and things still seem to be okay, but I got fibromyalgia and all sorts of other things. Who knows what's in my DNA? I sure don't. Thumbs up for that. And my apologies for, again, having to clear my throat so often. Again, I know it doesn't bother a lot of people, but it just bugs me because I find it annoying. I don't find it annoying when other people do it. I just find it annoying when I do. Probably because of that whole perfection thing. You're a perfectionist if you're depressed. That's one of the reasons you don't do stuff, because why do it if you can't do it perfectly, and you're not going to be able to do it perfectly, so why do it? Thumbs up for that. Oh, that did remind me of something else I wanted to talk about, and now it's gone entirely. Oh well, I'm just bubble sorting my brain. Thumbs up for that. Thank you again for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. A very good thing. Now I have also opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and my channel is just dying. I am just either being buried or really nobody likes me at all anymore, because my views have been just going from my comments whoosh. Used to be I'd have to open 3 or 4 pages before I got to the end of my, to the end of 24 hours. Now I open up 1 page and all 11 people in the last 24 hours have commented. So I'm going to thank as many people as there are, hopefully up to 25, if not. So there's normally a spiel I do, but I like to change things up like every couple years. And so I'm trying to think of a good way to change it up. So Confused Owl 29, thumbs up and thank you. Jeffrey Ryan Hansma, thumbs up and thank you. We have Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Gomes, thank you very, very much. Sebastian Ferris, thank you very, very much. Tyler Ashby, greatly appreciated. Celuas of the Tarot, I sure hope I'm close. And Adrian Bryan, thumbs up and thank you. Ollie B, thumbs up and thank you. ASAP Frostbite, greatly appreciated. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. Esau Nagar, thumbs up and thank you. Hayseen Official, greatly appreciated. Vago XXX, thumbs up. And Louis, greatly appreciated. We have 7 IP God, I still don't know how you would pronounce that. And Potop 880, thumbs up and thank you. And then Ryan Davies, greatly appreciated. Pandora NYC 1, thumbs up and thank you. They Call Me Skinny, greatly appreciated. John Rock, hey, it'd be pretty cool that if you see me at TJ's, say hi. And Dad's Home, greatly appreciated. And that's it. So that was it. 24 hours worth of comments. Couldn't even thank 25 people, but for everybody that did leave me a comment, thank you so very much. It is appreciated. I don't know if it's me or if it's YouTube, but as stated, my views, my subscriptions, everything is just brown. So yeah, it's a good thing I'm not doing this for fame and fortune, huh? As stated, as long as I have even some people watching, I will keep doing this. I'm not doing it for fame and fortune. I'm doing it to recover from the death of my wife, from the depression that I've been in most of my life, from the death of my mother, a whole bunch of things. It's been a primary foundation for my recovery, and thank you all so very much. I don't need to be famous. I mean, of course, I'm a human being. I like to think that I'm, all that and a bag of chips, but hey, I'm just a person. And hey, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you can subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. A good thing. Oh, and an itchy nose. So I've got this video. I've got my Minecraft Monday videos coming up. Hopefully a song mutilation tonight. That would be a good thing. So very, very cool. Looks like this is going to be another gets close to 20 minutes, but not exactly kind of vlogs and videos. So thumbs up for that. Anyway, yeah, I got this and that, and so I got stuff coming up. I got phone calls hopefully I'm going to make, so that's a good thing. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.